Okay, the only downside with this scene is you will not be able to see the populations for the player at the bottom. But this is as good as it's going to get for today, I think. And welcome, ladies and gents, to a diplomacy regicide Water Nomad game. Water Nomad, there's a lot of amphibious terrain. You start with fishing ships. It's crazy. And we could see kings explode. So in the blue, we have Deontay for life. This is Ethan, apparently. But Dianite for life. In the green, somewhere over here, we have Ape Man. Dude, can we wait a moment? Let's talk about what we expect here. I expect a lot of water. Imagine that. I expect to see a lot of kings and transport ships, possibly. A lot of kings getting sniped by demos and galleys and things of the sorts. I have seen Water Nomad before in Regicide, and it can be pretty crazy, and it's very, very different than your standard settings. But yeah, I didn't want to... They went random civ, and I didn't really want to do an introduction until anyone had a... excuse me, everyone had a spot. So I think they have a spot now. Blue is playing as the Magyars here. On the yellow, we have Damp playing as the Aztecs. In the orange, we have Puppy Saturation playing as the Byzantines. It's actually really good civ for this. In the teal, we have 2 Karambits, 1 Pop. What a name. I don't know this person's Twitch name, but that's actually really funny. Playing as the Italians, which is also quite good when it comes to water. Very close by, we have gray. And gray is Crooked Yams. Here we have green. Ape Man playing as the Lithuanians. And nearby is purple, but where's purple's TC at? Purple's TC is here. Humanoid playing as the Sicilians. And forgot to make a house, apparently. Still working on that right now. And then last but not least is Alucard. Alucard is playing as the Tatars, which is honestly amazing because of the water buffaloes in this map. Tatars have a bonus where they get 50% more food on their herdables. And there's a lot of water buffaloes. Okay, quick question before we get started here. Is the sensitivity of my mouse bothering you guys? Should I possibly change that? I tend to have it this high for playing, and with Capture Age, I tend to use a different sensitivity. Is this fine? I try not to move around too much. Okay. Cool. Well, whoa. Purple stealing water buffaloes with fishing ships. You have to make a dock at the start. And you can see that, at least so far, we've not seen humanoid ally anyone. What about Puppy Saturation? Puppy Saturation is someone I want you to look out for in this game. Still hasn't allied anyone. Okay. So no Malay. Thinking Malay might be strong with starting with fishing ships. You have Italians. You do have Saracens and then Byzantines. Those are really solid water civs. Water is going to be a factor here. Diplomacy will be a factor as well. Now, let's see. It is currently April of 2021. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition came out November of 2019. And it's been a wild ride. There's so much about DE which is better than any version I've ever played. It's a great game. However, there's so much about DE that still needs improved. And what I mean by that is not the civilization count. This is my once a month spec chat rant. When you guys post it on Twitter and Facebook and whatever socials Age of Empires uses, I do see those comments. So thank you to the people who are like, hey, when are you going to do this, Microsoft? Because at this point, I've lost hope. But it is quite silly that a version of a game existed for 20 years, and when you were spectating a game, that you could see the discussions that people would have, and yet Microsoft said, you know what, we don't want to prioritize what people like. There's not going to be spec chats, so community games, they're just not the same. So we have to imagine that people are talking to each other. We can't actually know what they're saying to each other. So, Microsoft, please, prioritize it. That'd be great. I feel like I should make a promise. Like, I'll do something crazy if Spec Chat were to actually happen. But I know that that's one of the only things that's gotten results throughout my streaming career, and I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant. And I also have 2 promises I have to live up to yet. from the 24-hour stream anyways. So, I mean, I have the mustache. I got to go skydiving with it and host Liquor League yet. Yeah, so here's the deal. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this out loud, but you guys pretend that this wasn't heard, all right? I know that people who work with Age of Empires are, like, within certain aspects of Microsoft. They actually watch the stream on a regular basis. Some people, not everyone. And granted, they shouldn't always just do what I want or what a streamer wants, because that's not... If I were to want something that's not good for the community and not good for the game, then, you know, that wouldn't be good. But they might actually be working right now and listening to me complain about this again. All right. You guys are thinking of ideas right now? Sponsor a $10,000 diplomacy tournament if Microsoft enables it. Oh, I have an idea. So typically when I want to sponsor an event, I talk to Microsoft about it if they're going to sponsor. So I go to Microsoft and I say, hey, it's going to be on Twitch front page. It's going to be diplomacy. It's going to be awesome. These are the settings. Would you sponsor it? And let's say I request, you know, for the sake of this crazy conversation, let's say I request 100,000. And Microsoft goes, is that a mill wall? 2 karambits, 1 pop is making a mill wall. And humanoids defeated? Ow! Where? What happened? Who killed it? Guys, I don't know who did that. I was telling a story. No, that's a villager. I was too focused on the mill. My guess is somebody went for a demo of some kind on the king. And I'm gonna... I really don't know. I really don't know. Don't see the TC being out. Maybe someone else's TC took it out with the garrison. Actually, let's look at the scouting from Purple. Purple scouting. I can't check Purple scouting for whatever reason. Because Purple's dead. Okay, according to the KD, Puppy Saturation has a kill, though. Ooh. And Puppy Saturation's at the bottom. You guys can't see that. Puppy Saturation got that kill. Fascinating. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Microsoft's like, yeah, you're going to get great exposure for the game. Here's 100,000. And I'd say, great. Here's the 100,000 back. Use that for spec chat. Because it's a diplomacy event. That's how we do it. We get them to agree to sponsor an event. And then I just say, how much of this money do you need to actually get spec chat? Because we kind of need that for the event. Twitch says so. That's the strategy. So yeah, I'm just wondering, like, galleys, fire galleys, what the preference is going to be. I suppose mass galleys is probably the safer long-term play. But you should definitely have your king inside of your town center. Oh my god! Spectating's bugged. I can't click buildings. Wait, is that because I'm on humanoid's point of view? Okay, we're safe. Never mind. I was about to get upset. Yeah, okay, I can click things now. It's fine. It's fine. Castle Age is about to be in for blue. And blue is Magyar's, which is not really a... It's not a water civ that you really think of. Maybe he meant to pick Malay. You know, he picked the wrong civ. Kappa. Of course, here is... they've gone random. I like his eco. I mean, he's in Castle Age already. There's good fishing ships from what I can see. His resource is probably pretty high. Yeah. And unfortunately, for many players in this game, I'd expect that they might die early with galleys. And Yellow showed me with his TC spot that he's probably not the most experienced. It's pretty common to place your TC up against a woodline on Nomad, as opposed to going out to build a lumber camp. And I just feel like this is a very... You can easily get surrounded, right, without having protection on the one side, like you would if you had the woodline. But for now, he seems to be trying to go up to the next age. Oh, God, he's so dead. Guys, you have to ally people in these games. If you don't ally people that ally you, they're going to assume that you're bad news. And they're going to get rid of you. And I think in Yellow's case, he probably is just kind of inexperienced with community games. And look, Blue just turned him back to enemy. And it makes sense from Blue's perspective. If the person's not talking to you or not allied with you, then if they're close by, you might not trust them. Maybe Yellow will be able to realize and say, hey, what did I do? I'm sorry. Humanoid, are you in Twitch chat right now? Humanoid, someone who's played in a lot of community games over the years. I'm just wondering, you could tell us how you're feeling. What's your mindset? If Humanoid's not here, maybe Humanoid's like, screw Age of Empires. I'm going to go play Fortnite or something. Oh, wow. Red is attacking blue over here. All right. And these galleys for red are going to go down to the war galleys now, you would assume. And the villager really surviving here. Okay. Well, good job here from blue. Now, blue is by far the highest rated player in this game, by the way. According to what I heard from blue earlier in the day, blue is actually 1800 1v1, which surprised me. And then blue said that the only reason that he got 1800 1v1 is because he's been picking Koreans nonstop and going for castle drops on arena. So he favorites arena and goes Korean castle drop. So it boosted his elo up to 1800, which is actually insane. Oh my goodness, those water buffaloes. Protect them at all costs, Alucard. Protect them at all costs. You will never need to make a farm. You might as well just delete your fishing ships, honestly. Holy moly. As Tatars, too. 29 of them. I want to see them explode. I want to see someone go in there with a demo and explode them. And we're not seeing many players make demos. I think it will come out later. Heavy demos can be strong. But for now, just doing their thing on water. Uh-oh. See, I feel bad for yellow. I feel bad for yellow because yellow doesn't know why blue's being so mean. And maybe blue would have done this anyways. I can't see if they're talking. Maybe yellow's like, help me, help me, help me, please. Please help me. Maybe that's how he sounds too. I don't know. Microsoft doesn't want me to know. But eventually this TC is going to eject. The king is in there. So your best bet if you're yellow is to try and flee with the king and maybe make a transport ship. None of which is happening. Oh, the king is fleeing, actually. Is the king faster than a war galley? It feels like they're the same speed, actually. Blue doesn't have ballistics. Let's go, yellow! Wait, is he going to make it to Castle Age? He's actually going to make it to Castle Age. If he can find an ally real quick. He has allies! He has friends! Is Orange his friend? Orange is not his friend. Oh, no. He's going the wrong way. What can he see? He doesn't know that Orange is a castle there. Ah! Okay. Let's go. This is how legends are made. All right. So blue and orange apparently teamed up. Yellow, don't go that way. And then... Oh! Oh, man. This is so close. My heart is racing. I would say run to Teal's base, but Teal might not want you there. It does not benefit Teal to have a king which has a bounty on his head in his town center. So I guess he's just running around. I mean, he made it to Castle Age at least. He does have some villagers over here. King continuing to run. Not focusing on a whole lot else. Update on the water buffaloes. They're safe. Red with lots on water. And blue, I think, has lost track of the king now. This is true, but yellow, you don't want to loop back that way. Okay, yellow fortunately gets an attack notification seeing those there. Can he make it back to his base? Like his, not back to his base. Can he make it to his new home? I think so. Oh, no. I mean, it's not safe, though. It's still just as bad. Oh, great. You saved your king, and now this base is going to go down, too. You see how a lot of players are just protecting their TCs? Look how Orange is playing it. He knows. The king is actually in the castle there. Type a 1 in chat if you relate to yellow. You feel like, well, you know, I'm not really good at this game. I probably forget to ally people and then regret it. I always get bullied. Okay, a lot of people in chat relate to yellow. Okay, so keep that in mind. Yellow has been bullied by blue. Now, many people might start to call for blue's head. Maybe root for red as he gets more water buffaloes, and he'll bring them back to his base. 11 on food. 2 TCs, but not really reducing out of them, but does have good numbers. Puppy saturation, though. Very experienced community gamer. Is Byzantines making fire ships and is soon going to be in the Imperial Age. Economically, yellow has 21. Second lowest is 35 for humanoid. And I just remember that humanoid has been dead for like 15 minutes. So, yeah, yellow spot's pretty bad. Wait, where's the king? The king is... This is a nice king. The king could have stayed in the town center, but then he would have jeopardized his people. So he's now just going to leave. Like, no, listen, you guys, you stay and live in peace. I'll sacrifice myself for you. But if I'm yellow, I'd be typing up a storm right now. Also, I think Puppy Saturation clicked the wrong upgrade. I'm pretty sure Puppy Saturation meant to get Fast Fire and not Galleon. So now Puppy Saturation will have 3 galleons with regular fire ships. And the king is still alive. What do water buffaloes do? They go... "Rrrr." That's what they do. But they also provide food. Blue has his work cut out for him over here, which is why he's maybe not tracking yellow's king as much. The fires are going down. That's a castle for blue that will protect this TC, but he's also sending so much over here, which tells me his eco might not be too great. Yellow's king is going to hide in the trees right now, and if the enemy doesn't have small trees, it's a perfect hiding spot. Who's orange allied with? Orange is allied with 4 people. Green, gray, teal, and blue. We haven't talked about green a lot. Green is trading right now. And, oh boy, didn't realize this, but looks like blue and orange are now no longer friends. Okay, so the top 3 in this game are extremely aggressive people. Alucard, Puppy Saturation, and Dianite. Very aggressive souls. And you have to imagine with that, kings are going to be exposed. Where's blue's king at? Guys, I think that for all my complaints about DE, they added a hotkey to go to the king like a couple months ago, but I forget what that is. Okay, it's in this castle now. Does anyone remember what that is? I'll take what I can get. Yellow's still alive. Control W? It's not Alt F4. It's not Control W either. It's Control Alt something. Okay, you're right, but I don't think that's the most... That's not the... There's a lot... If it's Control Alt something, we're not really narrowing it down. Okay, Control Alt K? Nope, that's not it. That's a good one, though. Good guess. I'll wait till someone in Twitch chat who I trust says something before I start pressing too many buttons. So far, I haven't seen a single name I can trust. Look at the way Gray's playing this. Okay, so green and gray, thank you, Sally, are trading. And they're playing the long game here. They're trading. So we have a true Diplo attempt from some of the weaker players. Whereas these guys, they're taking the approach that you can take to get a few people killed. But sometimes if you're playing like the top dog and you're thinking, I don't need friends, I don't need trade, that could come back to bite you where it hurts. This cracks me up, though, these water buffaloes. I'll continue to give you water buffalo updates. The buffalo population going way down here in this game. Control Alt Plus. I actually think that was it. No, it's not it. That didn't do anything. Russell Ale says, do you trust me, T90? No, not really. It's not that you've done anything to make me not trust you. It's that I don't know you enough to trust you. There used to be... Control Alt Up used to be back in the Voobly days. But Up just moves me around the map. Whoa, sorry. That was chat's fault. All these people on YouTube are never going to stop by on Fridays for community games because of this conversation right here. All right, let's talk how... Let me break down how I think this game is going to go. Orange is pushing blue. Blue is kind of paying the price for his dirty deeds earlier in this game. But I expect him to survive a bit longer, but he'll ultimately die to red or to orange. Meaning yellow is safe. Now, where's his king? He still hasn't even moved his king. That's funny. He's actually getting attacked by orange, so I take that back. No, I don't think yellow's really safe, but he's alive. Okay, Control Alt comma. Oh, it worked. I think that's it. Let me see. Nice. Okay, that's extremely inconvenient, but it is something. So thank you, chat. Salutes in chat, please, for everyone who helped. So I think, as much as I would like Yellow to have time to reboot back into this game, he's not even making anything on water. I think Yellow will go out too. But what you have on this right side, I don't know what we should call it. Do we call it, instead of Ape Man, do we call it Ape Yam? Or it's the Crooked Man. The Crooked Man Alliance. Yeah, the Crooked Man Alliance over here. You know, they're flying under everyone's radar. They're trading. Wait, who are they trading to? Oh, they're trading with Alucard. So it's the Crooked Man card team. Gotcha. Let me just verify this. Let's see. Red is allied with Gray. Green is allied with him, but he's not. That's confusing. All right. I'll have to think about that one. But certainly, Crooked Yams and Ape Man will make the game interesting diplomatically. Because Yellow doesn't even have Bracer yet, or of course he doesn't have Bracer. Sorry, doesn't have Bodcanero yet, kind of defending where he can. And Blue is trading right through Yellow's little base. And okay, so he's going to be teamed up with Puppy Saturation. So it's the Puppy for Life team. Now, Byzantine Fires with Greek Fire are insanely strong. And they're insanely strong against Galleons. Especially when the Galleons don't have Bracer. And Alucard, you're making some big mistakes here, my friend. Even with Bracer, you're going to have problems. But missing Bracer and missing Chemistry means that these Byzantine Fire ships are going to own. That said, the Castle Fire will help a little bit. A few demos might help. I don't know if Tatars get heavy demo, because I never see them on water. Something tells me they don't. And the King is still inside that town center there for Red, who's just getting mopped up by these fire ships. So certainly Civ-wise, I think Byzantines is up there. You know, it's one of the better ones. Demos, getting good, solid connects, but still ships remaining there. So Red's actually going to need his team, and remember, he's not allied with Green. Or excuse me. No, yeah, Green is allied with him. He has not accepted that alliance, which makes me think that maybe Green won't be so excited to help him. And maybe the Crooked Man alliance with Gray and Green would just say, well, let's give up on him. He's not worth the effort to save him, you know? He's doing okay, though. Blue's actually coming back into this, though. Blue, of course, still having his king safe. And I have to say, I'm pretty surprised that we've made it this far with only one king going down. Even Yellow's alive. So it's been a pretty solid Diplo game here. But yeah, trade cogs, not something you see too frequently. They're bringing back 99 gold a trip for Blue. That would be great. He's working with Teal. Wasn't expecting that. Even without Spec Chat, community games are the best. Never the same game twice. Thank you, Charging Rhinos. Yeah, man, I agree. I do like community games despite no Spec Chat, but Spec Chat can really spice it up, and has definitely been a part of it for so long. Archer ranges for Red, telling me he might be tempted to make Cav Archers. I don't think Cav Archers would be the land unit I want to make. I think maybe Hussars or Knights. But if you want something that's mobile and has range, I think you should just make Galleons. Hey, demo, nice. The Red's doing what he can to combat this. These are some good demo shots. Ooh, that's satisfying. You know, a lot of the players in this game have been following my community for years. And so it makes me feel like I'm not doing a good enough job when they miss crucial upgrades. Both of these players are missing chemistry right now. Which makes me think they might be missing ballistics as well. But they'll get there, I believe. Oh, Yellow's dead. F's in chat. Please pay respects with the emote if you have it. Well, Yellow, you put up a good fight there, my friend. And I think you learned a valuable lesson. In diplomacy, make sure you are allying people early on. And not after things start to get awkward for you. So there's 6 players remaining. Let's check the resources for some of the trade boomers. Oh my goodness, Crooked Yams has 7,000 gold. with 64 on gold. And his Saracens. And Saracen galleys do fire faster. What about green? 5,000 gold. So let's compare that to red. 3,000 gold is actually quite good. Orange, 500 gold. Blue, 1,600. That's more than I thought, but I think the trade is paying off. All right. Keeping an eye on things here, seeing how things will develop. Red, I'd say, still seems to be struggling. But the Crooked Ape team, score's certainly going up. I'm just going to change their name every time. Whatever variation of Crooked Yams and Ape Man's name I can make, I'm going to go for here. Does green not have the trade upgrade? No, trade cogs are not significantly faster than trade carts, but trade cogs are significantly faster than trade carts that do not have caravan. That is very slow trade. Okay, I have a question, and this has never crossed my mind before. Give me your thoughts. As Yellow's castle! Yellow, if you're still here, your castle's actually slowly taking out Blue's trade. That's amazing. But anywho, so there's never really a scenario, competitively anyways, where you should be trading without caravan. Do you think that caravan should be removed and that trade cards should always move at the maximum speed? They probably would never do that because it would ruin campaigns. And that was something that was brought up, I think, in the past. They didn't want to make changes because it would, like, break a bunch of things. Okay, people were saying no. It was just a thought. Okay, it was just a thought. Well, you know what they did with like they did that with cartography, for example. First, cartography used to be 100 food, 100 gold. Then they made it so cartography was free, but you had to click it. Now you get cartography if you build the market. Okay, it has a cost for a reason. Fair. All right. It's just a thought. Seeing as, you know, a lot of other changes have been made to make this game a little bit easier. At that logic, why not have horse color be free? Because that's not even a fair comparison. You should make farms without horse color in many situations in our game. But I actually feel like the SimCityers out there would not appreciate and not enjoy fast trade carts. Because slow trade carts just so much more pleasing to the eye. You really get to enjoy the trade. Yeah, they made tracking free as well. Yeah, exactly. Ganji, thanks for 30, man. Didn't see you resub. Congrats on the grind, by the way. Thank you, Huscarls Jr. Huscarls Jr. donated $5 and says, "We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty." Oh, yeah. Sorry, I meant to pick up and talk to you about that and take that very seriously. Thank you for the 5. Kobe donated $5 and says, "Just wanted to see my name on the screen." Oh, wait, that's not Kobe. That's just someone who named their name 42069. I got that confused with someone else. Never mind. Thank you. Metho, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you for the support today, everybody. It's been fun. And it's been heated. And I think it will only continue to get more heated from here. There's going to be a point, and we've just reached that point where someone gets betrayed. And I think 2 Karambits, 1 Pop needs to save the king. Wherever the king is. All right, Control Alt. Okay, it's down here in the south. Wow, great thinking ahead here from Teal. And Teal has something like 60. Teal has the most military in the game. Teal can defend on his own against green and gray, I believe. Is Italian, so able to get those dock techs, able to get the navy out. Has full upgrades. Probably should garrison the farmers. A wood and gold, definitely the most important resource in this game. And we knew that Crooked Yams and 8-Man would be working together, but we didn't know that 2 Karambits would maybe be able to hold on his own here. At least that's what it seems like. I mean, he's still taking losses. Where are these demos coming from? From 8-Man. 8-Man's missing crucial blacksmith upgrades right now. Only has 8+2. Okay, somebody just researched treason to see where kings are located. My guess is it's probably gray or green. Over here, we have blue, orange, everybody going into battle. It seems like blue and orange working together against red. Red doesn't really have... I think he is friends with these two down here, sort of, kind of, but... Oh my goodness, Ape Man has petards and a transport ship? Okay, let me control group that one. I love Ape Man. Ape Man still doesn't have caravan. That's a pretty newbie thing to miss. Still doesn't have important blacksmith upgrades. Ape Man is a legend in the making here. But certainly has been helped by Crooked Yams, so... If anything crazy happens, Crooked Yams gets the assist. Now, did Ape Man research that? Yeah, I think Ape Man researched treason and thus knows the king is down here. And is going to try and somehow unload petards from the transport ship, take out the stone wall and take out the castle, and then kill the king. Snippy would approve. Snippy does approve. He's in chat right now. Hey. Keshik's here. Missing upgrades, but I guess maybe red feels like he needs something to be able to take out the trebuchets, which he won't do, and I think this might be the end for red, guys. Keep you updated on green's transport ship. It's not moving yet, but red is 2v1s and by the two strongest players and doesn't have any support. Maybe it would have helped if he would have allied green, because green had him allied. Maybe green would be sending support, but it never really felt like green was serious about a long-term relationship with red. It was just convenient for Ape Man to be with Alucard just for a time, but it was never... Alucard thought it was going to last forever. Alucard thought that was a relationship for life. But sadly, that's not what Ape Man thought. Ape Man was just over here with Crooked Yams the entire time, trading away, all behind Alucard's back. Sad times. Not really, though. Ape Man is trading with Gray, but right in the middle of the freaking map. So, it's not really keeping it a secret here. 10k gold. Finally getting chemistry, at least. That helps. Oh, Blue's trade. Wait, Blue's been trading... How much gold is in these cards? 97 gold. He's just trading right across the map. Yeah, I saw him earlier trading all the way to Gray, but I think this is a bit of a traffic jam. Maybe make some gates. It's rush hour over here. Whoa, dude! How many trade cogs does this guy have? He has 44 trade units, and I think they're all trade cogs. Which I do think would be the wisest way to trade on this map, because it is a bit faster. All right, Blue, I don't know where he's going. I think he might be going in here to snipe Red's king, but he certainly is pathing incorrectly. The Red's king is over here in this castle. Definitely feels possible, guys. I'm going to remove this on the right side now because that's just in the way. It's not too important, but as we've been saying for a while, as Red's about to get pop blocked, even worse, I think Red is going to die soon. See the trade going through the gates. Teal producing from the south. That's where the king is. Green still pushing with Gray towards what used to be Teal's main base. Teal's main base is down here now, but I don't know if Teal will have resources long term because I'm not seeing a lot of Teal in the minimap with trade. Water Buffalo update. Well, they're dead. They've either been eaten or they've been killed by the ships. Not much else for Red. He's going to find a few more. And I think make a run for it. I hope make a run for it. Because Green seems like the type, he's not necessarily going to help Red. But he seems like the type that would let Red, just chill out over here for a bit. There goes Red. Someone just researched trees, and it probably was Blue or Orange trying to find Red's king. And the king is on the move. So Red is alive for now. And Green going to wall that. Okay. Gray dropping a castle here. What in the world is... Did you see that? Gray tried to wall in Blue's castle and then drop his own castle there. And then if he was able to do that, he would have just turned on Blue and tried to keep the king trapped in there and kill him. That's sneaky. Maybe a reason you pick Gray as well, because it's harder to see that on the mini-map. Here he comes. Someone says take a look at yellow. Yellow's dead. Yellow's been dead for a while, so I don't think it's fair to give an update on him right now. He's gray. Okay, he's just spotted the castle. And red just signaled, and we don't know what they're saying, so we have to pretend. Since there's no Spectator, we have to pretend we know what they're saying. And I think red's saying, please don't kill me with those demos. Green, what are you thinking about with those demos? Please don't kill me, because red's king is in there, and green has 2 demos sitting right next to his own castle. Another signal from red. I think he's probably saying, take the relics, leave me be. Take the relics. Yeah, red just got wiped. All right, let's say you have $7.5 billion to bet on this game. Who do you bet on? Right now. Pick a name. Someone said gray. With $7.5 billion, you bet on Crooked Yams. Well, he has almost $7 billion in gold. He's got 16,000 gold. That's a lot. Others saying orange. Yeah, orange, 4,000 gold. Blue, 8,000 gold. And getting elite Magyar Hussar. Honestly, it would be hard to make any bets on this, because it could go either way. In red, we feel is dead. Green, I'm not convinced he can win, but I think he can make it entertaining. As he comes in here. At one point, he lost his... Oh, no, the petards are over there. Okay. But yeah, just the simple fact that green doesn't have Bracer tells me that he's probably not a favorite to win. The amount of space that blue has right now and the amount of people he's trading with, mainly this left and southern side, it seems very strong. And, oh, blue just turned on green. Oh, wait a second. Where's red's king now? Red. Okay, it's still inside that castle. If I'm green, I give him up. Because the only reason you're getting attacked by blue right now, Ape Man, is because you have red. So, just give up the king. Kill his king. And say, I took care of it or something. Don't harbor a fugitive. Green's losing a lot right now. Losing a lot here. Sending everything home. But lost most of that force. Losing his force here. Red is still in there. Green doesn't really seem to care too much. It's rather ironic, though, because I think red was still enemy to green for such a long time. And green trying to hold on is... I think we're going to see orange push this way as well. It seems like Dionite... Sorry. His name is Deontay on Discord, I think. The Puppy Saturation, the 2 strongest working together. Maybe Teal's involved in that little alliance as well. Now, what I really like about Diplo games that have solid teams like this is when the teams break apart. Not trying to be mean, but it does give me great pleasure when 2 people have been teamed up for about an hour and then someone decides to break that alliance. That normally is entertaining stuff. So, in particular, orange. When is he going to backstab blue? When is blue going to backstab orange? When is teal going to backstab orange? What is going to happen here? Were bombard towers disabled or anything? Everyone alive except blue and gray can get those. Bombard towers were not disabled. Actually, speak of the devil. Freezing point. What a time to ask that. Yeah, we actually have some bombard towers here. Thing about bombard towers is, obviously there's stone cost attached to it, but I think the gold cost you probably just... It's better to have navy. But bombard towers and navy would be very strong. Red's rebooming down here, though I think red's king is still over here. And it is, and green has paid a heavy price. I think green is just going to lose everything himself. And red's on the move now. Let me see green's king. Green's king is actually not too far away. Whoa, that's the Lithuanian bombard tower? I've never seen that before. I honestly... I kind of hate it. I kind of hate it. It's different, but it's not very impressive. I think some of the other bombard towers look better. What's Gray's looking like as far as resources go? Oh my goodness, look at Gray's queue, guys. First off, 20,000 gold in the bank. But he is a mix of everything. Galleons and also cannon galleons. But he also is fighting on his own pretty much because green is going to go down. It's lovely, T90 official. You have no taste, 11. I have a taste that you disagree with, but I clearly have a taste. And it's not for these bombard towers. That's for sure. Are the balls even shooting out of the top? What is that? Is someone chucking it out the window? Now, this isn't really the architecture. That's more so the graphics, I guess. Yeah, Gray has probably set his gather point forward, and he's tossing in unit after unit. I think we might see players run out of wood in this game, guys. But I think the Crooked Ape team, or the Crooked Man team, or the Yam Man team, whatever, I think they're about to go down alongside Alucard, and there's going to be some massive engagements between teal, orange, and blue. Green's King wasn't here. He's making some elite lates now. Green's King is now down here behind Gray. And if I'm Gray, I'm like, get out of here. Please leave. I love you, but leave. Don't take me down with you. Like, 8-man is drowning, and Crooked Yams, he knows how to tread water. He knows how to swim. But 8-man is just grabbing onto him and clawing him and pulling him down with him. I don't know. Maybe that's how Gray would want it. Maybe that's how close their relationship is. We don't know. We can't see what they're saying. Okay, it's about to go down here. First off, look at the queue for blue. That's a lot of cannon galleons. See, he's trading with teal, which makes me think that blue and teal are going to take care of orange first. Orange is doing a lot of the heavy lifting with this push. Teal's not really doing so much. Well, okay, he is. He's doing his part. But yeah, I'd say that orange is probably the player that they would focus on, because orange is right in the middle of their trade. And so I'd be thinking about it that way. If you see blue and teal trading together, if I'm puppy saturation, I start thinking about taking one of those two out soon, just to have a chance. T90, it's actually more complicated. Green has had a crush on red for the entire game, but red only gave green the cold treatment. Gray likes green, and green knows, but doesn't look at Gray the same way.
It's not all about how your cannon tower looks. It's how you use it.
That's true. It's not all about how your bombard tower works, guys. It's how you use it. Thank you for the year, no chill, and thank you, MJ, for almost a year now. Yeah, it's also what my ex-girlfriend said to me, and then she broke up with me a week later, so I'm not sure if that's correct. But anyways, moving on. Moving away from towers. We've got, we've still got some petards there. And for whatever reason, it says the game was paused, but it's very much not paused here.
Keep up your awesome work, T90.
Life is about to be paused for red. I think red at 26 pop sees the writing on the wall. Is anyone else disappointed we haven't seen many heavy demos? Is it that the civs don't get heavy demo or something? Or that the players have gone for the safe options? I don't even know. Can you guys tell me which civs here get heavy demo? This is still a good time. Just saying, I expected some more explosions. I don't know the water tech tree well for civilizations you don't see on water competitively. So yeah, for me, I'm not the go-to when it comes to that. Here come the latest. So you have latest against ships. And they're doing all right, and blue's gone down. What the who? To Gray. Oh my god, with petards. What a legend. What a legend. Gray's at 120 pop. He's being pushed by blue, who's top scorer. And Crooked Yams gets the snipe. Crooked Yams I think it was cannon galleons in there. That's what did it. Remember, Crooked Yams tried that earlier, and that didn't work out. Crooked Yams will lose everything here, but the top score player is out. So now what? Well, actually, that's pretty convenient for Teal, because he will, unless Orange turns on him, always have that trade with Blue. But I don't think that Orange and Teal are going to turn on each other until Gray is out of the picture. Well, Green as well, and Red, I suppose. Red's king is actually with Gray's king here. But that's just so many galleons, man. Well, snipe of the game, snipe of the day right there, certainly, by Gray. And at this point, he will consider this a victory. Certainly getting the highlights, always good. Any funky business down here? No. No funky business. Teal's making cannon galleons. That's funky business. Where's the king for Orange? He definitely moved it. Ah, it's in the north. That's smart. Yeah, move that far away from where your allies might look. Can Gray stay alive on his own? I just don't think so. Teal's got, according to the stats here, Teal has 106 military. Gray is 47. However, Red's fast fires are really helping here. Props to Red for continuing to fight. He's been fighting for the people who are keeping him alive. Heard treason. Now, when you spend 400 gold on treason to find out where kings are, you can only find out where enemy kings are, not your allies. Do you have to look for castles? Oh, excuse me. I promise this isn't boring me. You have to look for castles that have flags on them and hope for the best. Actually, a great test exercise would be, or trust exercise, would be put a villager inside this castle if you're Orange. And then Teal might be tempted to try and take out your king. If he goes for that castle, you're completely safe, and now you know he can't be trusted. And Teal's losing everything he has here on the front. So Gray will stay alive for a bit. However, he's completely out of wood. And currently, wood is 253 gold to buy. You cannot hotkey an allied king, no. Orange is still going to be pushing in hot and heavy, though. Actually, guys, if you would give me a moment, I've been meaning to do this. Let me just remove tooltips. There we go. That way that stuff doesn't pop up for you. I only needed that for playing. So when I said that you would, if you had $7.5 billion and you would bet it all on one player, a lot of people did say Blue. It wasn't everybody, though. But Blue's out now. All right, castle will go down. I don't think there's a king in there. Petards! Crooked Yams knows, okay? He gets it, guys. Listen, if you win a community game by patrolling in galleons all the time, that's great. You have a lot to be proud of. But 3 weeks after the game, I don't know if Twitch chat's going to remember it too much. But if you lose a game, going out like a champ, getting kills with sneaky attempts with petards, I think people might remember that a little bit. And you see the petards getting loaded up into the transport ship now. Gray is running low on docks to produce, running low on wood. Not buying wood either. And Gray and Red's king. Wow, the kings and their wives are in there. Look at that. What are the chances that they would all have villagers? And also Green's king is here too. You could put 3 kings into a transport ship right now and sail away to safety. Okay, here they go. Okay, they're all moving together. There is room in that transport ship. Okay, Gray gets into it. Green's like, I don't trust you. And Red, I don't even think Red knows his king is there. Okay, now Red knows. Okay, so we have 3 kings on our screen. Okay, Green is a TC, so Green's going there. Red has villagers, will probably go there. Do you really want to have your king in this transport ship? I know that kings can also walk on this land, but for whatever reason, if the transport goes down, all the units in there will die. And, oh, he ejected the petard! Not the king! Oh, but it was a distraction! Yo, what a play, but this is still so risky. I'm not sure if he tried to eject his king or if he tried to distract. I don't know where to look right now because there's so many exposed kings. Oh, shoot. I gotta go back. Okay, here's the transport ship. I'm just gonna follow this. This is not gonna end well, surely. 11 petards and a king walk into a bar. And they say... Oh! Ah! You're going towards so many unknowns here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, orange gets the kill. Gray is out. Salutes for gray, please. Red's king. Where did red go? Oh, red is on the move here. And teal's chasing. All right. The red's on the move. 13 pop. Making a transport somewhere. Villagers are all getting slaughtered. This is how it ends sometimes for some of the rulers out there. Lived a good life for so many years, but now go down. Salutes in chat for red as well. And now the final person from that trio to go down would be green. Green's king is here, but keep an eye on orange and teal, because this would be the time to backstep if you're orange or teal. This is your moment. Will you let it slip? I'm so tempted to go into some type of a god-awful rap about that. His galleons are on the terrain already. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I guess they're just fighting for the kill right now. Green's trying to save some villagers, and that fire will go down. I think orange got the kill there, too. What, 3 kills? Maybe 4 for puppy saturation in this game, and now this is a 1v1. So, king updates. 2 crambits, 1 pop. First off, 10,000 wood and 10,000 gold. King in the south behind fortified walls. If you look at orange's perspective, does not have as much wood. But king in the north amongst 4 Byzantine castles with 8,000 HP, and there's plenty of wood to chop. This could be a very, 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 very long 1v1 battle. What? You absolute cowards. They went for allied victory. Allied victory? Where's the bloodshed? Where's the turmoil? This is not what I signed up for. Well, they probably did just save us about 3 hours. So salutes in chat for them. And it looks like puppy saturation and 2 crambits, 1 pop. Both win. And I think they get a strong assist from Crooked Yams, though. Crooked Yams took out blue. Now, maybe blue was planning on allying orange and teal and living the high life with allied victory. But Crooked Yams, still probably one of the MVPs of the game because of that snipe. Interesting game. But let's go through some of these civs here real quick with the tech tree, because I'm curious. Someone said Lithuanians don't get heavy demo. I feel like a lot of these civs don't get it. Let's see. Magyars. Magyard. They don't get heavy demo. Italians don't get heavy demo. Byzantines do get heavy demo. All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. What else do we have in this game, guys? Oh, that tabbing out is not going to help me. What am I doing? Saracens. I don't think Saracens get it either. No, they do get it. The Tatars don't get it. Aztecs don't get it. Sicilians probably don't get it. But then again, Humanoid died pretty early. So yeah, we just didn't see a lot of demos because Random Civilization didn't give us a lot of demo civs. And it was a great, fun, little competitive, cutthroat game. I'm trying to get this to disappear. I don't know why this is here. I have a theory behind that, but I cannot get that to... What? Now it's gone. Okay, I don't understand. Sorry. Anyways, let's go to the statistics. Here you have the KD, and puppy saturation was all over it today. He had 208 buildings razed as he pushed across the map, 539 units killed. Two Karambits, one Pup also did a great job with the KD and buildings raised. Same with Blue. Excuse me. I'm sorry for the yawns. Apparently, I need my early caffeine. In terms of resources collected, Blue had 40,000 gold with trade profit.
I have now spent
And no, I clicked the wrong one.
Do not fear though, my massive gains
I'm sorry.
Dogecoin over the past 24 hours have officially made up for the money I wasted on stream.
So before Definitive Edition, the return to map button was on the opposite side. And I still get that confused. So it used to have return to map where go to main menu is now. And so they screwed me up with that, man, because so many times I'll accidentally go to the main menu when I want to look at stats. But what I wanted to see was what Blue's gold count was when he got sniped. I didn't check that. But if he had 30,000 more gold collected with trade profit, I think he probably had around that much gold in the bank when he was killed.